Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV patch 7.1. Today we're looking at one of my favorite additions to this patch and also giving some feedback on the new system. We're talking of course about the Glamour Dresser and the new Outfit Glamour system, which is something added in 7.1. The new Glamour Outfit system essentially labels items with a new tooltip icon, as you can see on the item here, the Isle Vacationer's Shorts. If this is part of a full set, it will now have the icon resembling that at the top right. This plus symbol on the Glamour Dresser icon indicates that this could be stored in its full set form as a singular item rather than multiple pieces. To explain this further, this is the Glamour Dresser. Originally, what you would do is go to a Glamour plate and you would apply individual items separately. For example, if we had a set such as the Scion Traveler's attire, we would have to store this separately with each individual item. That does not have to be the case with all items now. Anything that is currently level 1 Glamour item has been changed. I don't know if there are any exceptions. They are planning to expand this in the future with other items, but for now it's stuff like this, the level 1 Glamour items. So we've got a few ways of dealing with this. First of all, we have the Felicitas set. Let's use this as an example. This new Outfit Glamour button will show up if we have these in our inventory or armory chest. You cannot have these things already stored as individual items in your Glamour Dresser. It will not pull from this, so you will actually have to go and right click or subcommand on that item if it is part of a set and restore that item to your inventory or your armory chest to be able to actually put it back in there as a singular item, which is something I'd like to see in the future, just a convert to full outfit set button. That would be nice if they added that as a bit of feedback for that, just to streamline the process rather than having to take something out to then reapply it back in as a full set. But there are probably some limitations on the game side of things technically that prevent that. So anyway, back to the example. We have ourselves in our inventory the full Felicitas set. We can now click these items and store them as a singular item, taking up 1 space rather than 5. As you can see, we're at 709. We store this glamour. It will remove all of the customization we've applied to that, including materia, including its dyes and spirit bonds. Everything like that will be stripped off of it. If we tick this box and we agree, it will now go up to 710. Instead of taking up 5 slots, this takes up 1. This is a huge quality of life feature for anybody who likes to store outfits and mix and match between them. You might be thinking that this means you would have to have the full set equipped now. That is not the case. If we go back to the Glamour plate system, let's say we wanted to use the helm from that, hey presto, it is there. We can still make our Glamour set with whatever we want, mixing and matching, knowing that each of those individual pieces from the Felicitas set is actually still independently stored. We can save that Glamour plate, apply dyes to it, and apply it in the usual places. That is fantastic, but obviously we're not having to store all of those things as separate items. They are now stored in the outfit section as a full outfit. This is a really positive thing, and I hope that they increase with this for a lot of other sets in the game. They're especially like job gear, things like that have levels. But for now, the Glamour is a great idea. Obviously, some Glamour sets are going to benefit more than others. For example, the Micah set, the mascot outfits, having a helm and a 1-piece chest, arms and feet as 1 item isn't going to be much of a transference, changing 2 items into 1. But still, there's no reason why you wouldn't store it as just the 1 as an outfit, unless you wanted to keep the dyes that are already applied to it, your spirit bond progress, or any materia, stuff like that. But for Glamour, for the most part, most of us are just going to store them as these sets. Now, there is a slight problem with this system that I'd like to offer my thoughts on. First of all, if you have something that is a full set, for example, let's go back in here, we have the Scientist set. I currently have got a high quality crafted version of the Scientist monocle. If I go to apply this as a full outfit, regardless of if I have all of the pieces in my inventory, they all need to share exactly the same quality. For example, the scientist monocle is high quality that we selected, so the chest piece must be high quality. The gloves, the legs, and the feet must also be all high quality. This is a bit of an issue, but this was one that can be fixed. We can simply go into our inventory outside of a dresser and click on that item, and we can lower the quality. I can't find the exact one, but let's just give you an example. We can lower the quality of an item, and then it will pick it up in the outfit. That's fine. That's a fixable thing. It would have been nice if there was an ability to, like an extra button that popped up saying normalized gear. Like if we could press a button here to automatically make everything the same quality, and you had a choice, that would be cool. Even if it was just like lowering it all, that wouldn't be OP. That'd be fine. You could just automatically do that. That would save a few extra clicks. So that's my first bit of feedback on that. There is a bigger problem with this though, a much bigger problem. So when it comes to outfits that share multiple pieces of the same set for a variation, for example, we're going to use the Isle Vacationers sets here. Now the Isle Vacationers set has a tie front shirt variation as well as a tanga, and we've also got the shirt variation that comes with shorts. If we click on the shirt variation and click on Outfit Glamour and make this nice and big again, you'll notice that we're going to be able to store this. We have the Isle Vacationers visor, we have the Isle Vacationers wrist hooks, we have the shorts, and we have the sandals. Excellent. We can store that as a glamour, right? We have those pieces. Store it as a glamour. Bish bash bosh, it is now in there with the visor, shirt, torques, shorts, and sandals. So let's go and then store the Isle Vacationers tie front shirt. Okay, there seems to be a bit of a problem here. We have the tanga and we have the loop sandals because they're of the other variation, but because we already used the visor and the wrist hooks for the other one, we are not able to store this unless I go and acquire another visor and another wrist hooks to store again. So for me to store variations of glamour sets to take up less space, I will actually need to go and buy another visor and another torque. So this applies a bit of a problem, especially when you have as much glamour as I do and as many glamour pieces that come from treasure coffers and other locations that might be harder to obtain, that we now have to go back through and try to obtain again if we want to store the glamour set twice with the variation. Obviously a little bit of a problem, especially considering this example here. We've got a shirt, tanga, and feet that are completely different. So that's quite a lot of items that I don't want to store separately from the other set, right? I want that tanga in my Glamour Dresser, I want those sandals, and I want that variation of a shirt. But to do that now, I'm going to have to go and get myself the Isle Vacationers visor again, a second one, and another torque. Now, obviously my feedback here is I don't like that. One of the things I would suggest, I don't know if it is physically, technically possible, can we not have this draw from outfits that are already stored? Is there a technical limitation preventing me from being able to go, right, well, we already have a visor attached to that one, so we don't need to store that again, it can just be linked. But the way that they've done it makes me believe that that is not the case, and at least for the time being, we're going to have to purchase multiples of the same pieces if a set has a variant to store that variant set as well. Otherwise, what I could do is just go and naturally store this as an individual item, the tanga as an individual item, and the sandals as an individual item. But I kind of don't want to do that, especially with this new system. So I think my OCD is going to win, and I'm probably going to have to go through the game and find all of the other pieces to go with this for other variants. And believe me, there are a lot of them. Things that have a male look-alike, a masculine display and a feminine display. I kind of want both of them, but I want them stored. So if they share the same boots and arms and things like that, for example, yeah, like I forgot to take out the silent server's hat out of my thingy, but you get the idea. So it is a problem. It is a bit messy, and I think it could be improved on, unless there are some technical limitations preventing that from being a thing. I would like to see that changed in the future if possible, but I suppose it gives me an excuse to go out and do content I've already done before again to get enough currency to get multiples of the same set. I suppose I should have done that really anyway to get things for my retainer. So if you've already done that, you've already saved yourself a lot of time. But for me, yeah. So there's a lot of things that work with this system, and ideally getting this as low as possible to store as more items than would normally be possible is a really, really positive thing. And this is a good step forward in the right direction, but that's how it currently works. And I think we need to give the feedback that it would be nice if we could store variations without having to get multiples of the same pieces. But there we go. That was the new glamour system, the new outfit system. Hopefully that's clear, and I've explained my position on this and also how it works, right? If you're coming into the game and you're returning to the game and going, what is this system, Meoni? Well, hopefully you now know what that is and how it works. But yeah, pretty good overall, good thoughts. But obviously there are some significant caveats that you might want to be aware of before you go and start storing things, because you're going to come to the point where you're like, wait, didn't I already have the martial artists pumps? And the thing is, you did. Also, the server has been disconnecting quite a bit today, so more videos on the way from patch 7.1. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.